everybody, and welcome to Dungeon Mechanics. We are here for Dawn of Diademia, Episode 2. I have all of these lovely faces here, as you can see. But before we get started, we are going to do some announcements. We're missing our lovely half-orc again today. So I'll do his. The Barkley Garage is our first sponsor for today. The Barkley Garage is a veteran-owned woodworking company that creates homemade wood items sourced here in New Mexico. Now available is a new line of Dungeon Mechanics exclusive dice towers available for order. Use the promo code MEC25 to get 25% off these fine dice towers today and tell them the Dungeon Mechanics sent you. Sarah.
Our next sponsor for today is Plus One Crafting. If you're in the market for some terrain builds for your tabletop game or any other TTRPG, look up Plus One Crafting. They have a wide assortment of tile-based sets, and I mean, if you've seen their stuff, it's pretty top-notch. You'll be all the rage, I swear. So be sure to head on over to the link that should be in the chat and put in your order today. And remember, adventure should not cost a fortune.
I'm not prepared at all. Next is Clinton. Oh, I forgot to check to see if he was back. Oh, there he is.
Wouldn't you like to never have to worry about your videos being demonetized again? Or your sound being removed from your Twitch VODs? Well, head on over to Epidemic Sound, where the sound gods, have you covered. With over 35,000 tracks and 90,000 effects, there's definitely a sound for every mood or occasion. Epidemic Sound links to all your social media accounts, such as Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and more. Simply click the link below and sign up today to get started on your subscription.
Nice. Oh, I did it again. I keep closing it out. Dave, save me.
Luck and inspiration, people. It is no longer tied to your subscriptions. That is not to say you shouldn't subscribe to us. If you love us, you should. But all you need to give out luck and inspiration is to follow us and watch us and farm those mech points so that you can give me your luck and inspiration.
Yeah, specifically him. Specifically him.
Specifically him.
Depending on your alignment, you can give it to the players or the DM. And you are limited to how many you can give per stream. So just watch out for that.
I am 100% lawful good aligned.
Yeah, okay. Nah.
I mean, it's as easy as I think Sparky did it first, but
thank you, Sparky.
Dalen, you have a luck.
And I shall cherish it.
This is why the DM wears a hat. It covers the horns.
No, that's a filter. I have to put a filter on to cover the horns. Last but not least, Reeps.
Oh, okay. Look, I know that everyone has stuff to do throughout the day, and if you're not able to catch us live, well, you know where you can catch us? You can catch us over on YouTube whenever you want, honestly. Like, we got a bunch of other campaigns, like whether it be 1 shots, 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots, whatever it may be, it's over there. Go check it out. It's a good thing. You want to know why it's a good thing? Because you'll support us on YouTube, and if we hit that 100 subscriber count, we get our own personal link. Trust me, you should really help us out with that, because it would be amazing. And if you guys want to see more people discover us or anything of the sorts, hit that link. Share it with people, share it on Twitter, share it in other people's Discords if you want, respectfully. Don't overburden people, but yeah, go sub on YouTube. It'll be a good time.
Nice.
Oh, also sub to us on here, if you want to take money away from Amazon and give it to us and put it in our nice pockets, it'll be worth it.
I was
That-
like, I saw Salty's face, and I was like, what is he squinting at? What is he focusing?
I was trying to give luck, but it wasn't working.
Oh no! Oh yeah, there's a timer on it. So
Yeah, I forgot.
the other thing I forgot to do, because I'm a knob, is turn subscriber only chat off.
Good Lord.
That might help. Everyone's like, but you said I could do the thing, and I'm like, nah.
Stacks, what kind of a knob are you? Are like a doorknob or like a drawer knob? What kind of a knob are
Have you ever seen iCarly?
Yes.
I kind of know.
I don't get the,
Oh no!
I don't get the reference. But this is fitting. This is fair. I'm not supposed to. All is right with the world.
Hence, he's old.
No, I
He's a
just
knob
don't watch
goblin.
A lot of stuff. So as I kill all the party members, because fuck them. Let's do a quick recap. So in the last episode of Dawn of Diademia, our premiere episode, we opened up with Vingax in the area known as Sanctuary, where he actually let me get some epidemic sound music going, hopeful music, because that usually makes it better.
False hope.
Exactly.
False hope, yes. So Vingax was tasked by Old Red, sorry, not Gray. Is there Old Gray? To is it Old Greg? No. What's that stupid fucking YouTube video?
Old Red. Oh wait, never mind. It is old Greg.
Old Greg.
Greg?
You ever
Okay,
drink
okay.
Bailey's out of a shoe?
I'm old Greg.
Yeah. I was not thinking about that when I made the Kitsune. Anyways, this hopped up freaking pipe smoking Kitsune sent Vingax into the city of exile to find a certain person by the name of Raylith, who was tasked with returning back to the new Diademia that was created, essentially. However, normally when a world is created, all of the uninhabited souls that once were part of that world would automatically return back to the planet in their new form, essentially. The events and things leading up to them being on the planet would, of course, be different. However, with Raylith not returning like he was supposed to, it meant that something was a bit off. So Vingax went into town and eventually ended up coming across Raylith and brought him back to Sanctuary, where basically Old Red just said, drop him off in Diademia and then come back. So, you know, as you do, Vingax brought Raylith over to one of these large trees of existence that have been around for millennia, eons, forever. And grabbing onto Raylith, he transported through the trees to head in the direction of Diademia. Meanwhile, Leia and Dalen were in the midst of fighting some gobos, and as that quickly came to a halt because they all hightailed it and ran away, they found out that the reason that they were running away was because of a large land shark heading in their direction. Proceeding to get on their horses, the two of them managed to narrowly escape this large creature. Huge, actually. It's huge. It's not large. And head into the desolate wastelands nearby. In the process, as they were running, this light came down from the heavens, and Leia was able to stop her horse in time since she was in the lead, and appeared in front of them was a Aarakocra and elf of some sort. And not wanting them to get eaten by a giant shark that is also on the land with legs, Leia helped Raylith onto her horse, and then Vengax flew along with them. And, you know, as they proceeded to fly through the lands and race through the lands on horseback, they were attacked by some kind of like giant worm creature with a bunch of teeth. And yeah, the party began to fight it. To their dismay, it didn't seem like any of their damage was really doing a whole lot. So Raylith, in a fit of despair, cast Rhyme's frost thingy thing and like froze it in place. And they were able to hightail it out there. But not before Dalen failed a couple of his saves, which caused his horse to not gallop away like it was supposed to. And bonus, the sky started to rain poison. So Vengax
That
went
didn't
back.
have to be part of the recap, and you know it.
Well, I mean, they overall were.
I mean, it was kind of
it
like
was,
a
it was like a big pivotal moment.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mention all the other fails.
Touche.
Flails, maybe.
Dalen's just lucky he didn't hit Leia. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. I mean, Leia, you might want to boost your armor capacity just a little bit, because. Anyways, they left and
I'm a
continued
professional.
to explore, heading towards Vagrant City, but not before they decided to scout to find a place to rest for the night, which was not Jagged Rocks. They found a
For some
cave,
people.
and securing it, they all settled down for the night, finding that they probably weren't going to be encountered by anything, considering the closest stuff was maybe some rams not too far off, maybe in the grassland area. Grassland on the Red Dragon planet. That's a mood. But as they all slept for the night or did their trance meditation, Leia proceeded to have a lovely vision, and that is where we are picking up today. So, as you all are there resting, Leia, you awaken in a fit of panic and unsurety, as what you saw, you're not quite sure if that was real or not. It felt very real. But as you look around, the sun is almost about to rise. You can feel that light starting to hit the sky and make the darkness kind of dim out a bit from where you are in the cave. And also the campfire is out. Sorry, Dalen.
Well, I think Leia kind of in her kind of scared, kind of shooken state, she'll probably get up and kind of head outside of the cave to kind of get some fresh air and kind of get her feet just, settled on the ground. Like, okay, it was just a dream. It felt real, but it was just a dream.
Of course, I only make dream scenarios. Leia doesn't know.
Queen 100% knows.
You're setting her up for success. Yeah, as you do that, roll me a perception check.
A 12.
Nice. So you're out, getting that fresh air of the morning. Everyone else seems to be asleep, or at least not paying any attention to you as they're like laying wherever they're laying. And off in the distance, you see smoke kind of in the direction of Vagrant City.
Of course I do. Shit. So she sees the smoke. She knows it's coming from the direction of the city, right? Or just...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. She's gonna kind of like, crap, and kind of walk over to Dalen, kind of shake him awake. Dalen, wake up.
Yes, what is it?
You know how we were heading to Vagrant City? There's smoke coming from that direction. Seems
Smoke.
like it's coming from the city.
Like the bad kind of smoke.
Yes, Dalen. The bad kind of smoke. What color is the smoke, actually? Is it like a whitish, or is it like full on black?
So just from knowledge of the environmental things, there's different kinds of smoke, obviously, but when you're on the Red Dragon planets, the smoke comes in the form of almost like brimstone and ash. There's like a flicker of flame in it if it's environmental based. But this one just looked black, which means
Okay.
probably regular fire smoke.
Cool. So yeah, Leia will kind of relay this information to Dalen, being like, yeah, the smoke wasn't, it was completely black. Like, you know how we've seen other kinds of smoke where it's that brimstone, almost kind of like the little flickers of fire in it. This was straight up black.
That's not good. Do you think the other two have people they know there?
She kind of looks over to the sleeping Raylith and the sleeping Vangas, and she looks back at Dalen. I honestly don't know. They might. I mean, on one hand, I hope they do, but on the other hand, I don't. Considering the state of the city that it might possibly be in right now.
Well, let's get them up.
All right. She's gonna... Who's closest to me right now between Vangax and Raylith?
Probably Raylith.
I'll get the colorful one.
Which one is that? They're both colorful.
That was the point.
So Leia will kind of wander on over to Raylith, kneel down next to them, and gently place her hand on their shoulder to not startle them. And she'll kind of gently shake them awake. Raylith. Raylith, you need to get up.
Why?
Well, for one, it's morning. And two, we might have a situation.
Okay. What's going on?
Well, the city that we were heading to, Vagrant City, there's black smoke coming from it.
And you want to go towards it?
I mean, that was the original plan. But I think we should just get everyone up and see what everyone else thinks our next course of action should be.
Free traveler, wake up.
No.
Vangax is gonna unfurl his wings. Sit up. Yes. Which
What's
is it?
The city's name
It's
again?
Mary.
Vagrant City.
Vagrant?
Mm-hmm. It's on the continent of Ariel, kind of northeast, below the Vuthara woods. And y'all are technically around the last ridge. It's a mountain pass.
Well, nice big stretch. Nice big stretch. Okay. 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 I'm assuming none of us know what happened, and just kind of you spot it when you woke up. Okay. I have some magic that could help.
Right. Like what?
Help in what way?
Well, it's more in the sense that I could help put out, at least attempt to put stuff out over there.
You think it could wipe out any, like a massive fire? Because Vagrant City is a fairly large city.
Well, we should go help who we can.
Yeah.
And Leia, do you think this could be the man that we seek? Would he call something like this?
It's possible.
Rayless
I
says
honestly-
nothing but takes note of that.
I honestly would be a little surprised, considering they started with villages. If they attacked a city, that means their forces have gotten bigger. But I do believe we should head to Vagrant City.
I'm gonna need
I
you
am
to
all
explain
for
that
going
before
as well.
we go, or as we go. Either way, what?
Explain what? She asks with
What
like
man?
a curious look on her face.
Is this the person you're looking for?
It
We don't
might
know.
have caused this. We don't know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we should go. Rayla starts like picking up like their notebook, their journal, all that stuff, just like packing it away. Okay. You want to take Shadow? I'll hop on back.
Yes, I'll take Shadowrunner.
Do we get a
she'll
long
grab
rest,
all the
by the way?
reins.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Your boy needs.
Oh, buddy, no.
But yeah, Leia will kind of grab her stuff, pack up her stuff, and then head out to go get her horse.
Okay.
And Dalen's. She'll probably lead Dalen's over too.
Coo, 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 coo. Tight, 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 tight.
Go, 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 go. Vingax, did you know anyone in this village? Or city?
No, I don't know anyone in this world, minus you three.
Oh, right.
That's a mood if I ever heard one.
Just you see Rayla just like psyching themselves up, just like okay, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna go help you. If we're gonna go help people, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do.
Do you think your tree traveling could get us there quicker?
Rayla
Well-
looks around for trees.
Yes, it could, but they're very specific type of trees, and they do more plane traveling than just teleporting to and from. If that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so it's a sacred tree, It has to build up its magic, and allows you to travel between different planes
Leia's
of
just gonna
existence.
shake her head and get on her horse and then have her hand out to Raylith.
And Vangax is going to stop. He's going to be like, all right, whatever.
Nice. So as you all gather your things and start to head off, can I have some survival checks? See the lay of the land. Best way to get there.
That's a 14.
Leia's just too busy looking at the scenery because I got a 5.
I'm not alone. I got a 5 as well.
I got a 14.
You got a 12.
Leia,
Nice.
is that way?
So yeah, almost going in the complete wrong direction. Eventually, the way the mountain pass is built, you kind of have to go up a little bit more of it before you can find a way safely to get down. So with Raylith's help, y'all are able to guide the horses through a series of pathways in the crevices of the rocks without too much worry. You end up down to the plains area where you see all of the like black grass that is native here on, what did I say, Ariel, the continent. Let me make sure I don't want to misquote myself real quick. Yeah, I got it right. But yeah, y'all are headed towards the smoke now. Looks like it might be a few hours off before you can actually see the cause of it.
I must say, Raylith, you definitely know your way around in the wilderness.
Well, you know, it's something that I picked up.
Are you sure you're not a druid?
I'm pretty sure. There was somebody that I was very fond of that taught me this type of stuff before.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, that's how I've learned all this. So because of that, you know, it helps to survive out here because not everything's always going to be in the city. So you got to be able to survive outside or else people will die, and I'm not okay with that.
Well, perhaps you could teach me a few things. I've only been traveling out in the wilderness now for about over a year.
Oh. I'll help you. Okay. So you're gonna see Raylith like take like deep breaths, and like that bluish hue in their skin tone like kind of starts shifting a little towards like a greenish yellow color.
He's sick.
Leia's gonna like, are you all right?
Yes, I'll be fine. Just calming my nerves before this happens.
Calming your nerves. It looks like you're ill.
I don't know. If I look at his skin tone long enough, I feel more calm.
It's a thing. Do you know what? We should rush over there before.
If you insist.
I'll
and
explain afterwards.
Leia's gonna snap the reins to get the horse to start galloping.
Okay, so y'all are moving at a decent pace. You can see the rams kind of like eating some of the grass off in the distance. They don't seem phased by the two horses and flying bird off running. But yeah, y'all pass them. The plains themselves are pretty barren. Like there's not a lot of activity out in these parts. You can see small creatures every once in a while, maybe some ground hogs. Is that a thing here? I don't know. They are now.
Prairie dogs.
Prairie dogs. But yeah, overall just regular, not really aggressive animals. But you travel and you travel and you travel and you travel. And then off in the distance, between the group of you, you see a collection of horses and men in some type of armor kind of atop of them. And they are posted in maybe 100 to 200 feet apart from one another, from what you can gauge. But there's like one guard maybe 200 feet away from all of y'all that y'all are headed towards.
Are they like looking at the city, or
No, they're
Just
posted away from the city, so
away
they're
from the city.
looking in y'all's direction.
Oh. Okay.
They're road guards. They have their glow straps on.
I was about to say, do they have like a sigil or like a symbol on the armor? We can kind
Make
of.
a perception check, see if you can, if your eyeballs can see.
Lilith is just gonna just assume they're fine. It's just like, okay.
14.
Well,
It's a little hard to see from this distance, being like 200 feet away. Maybe if you got closer.
He's
Okay.
baiting us. Let's get closer.
Actually, as we pull up to this area, I'm gonna just you're gonna see Lilith put their hand on their chest and cast Mage Armor.
Leia's like, don't worry just yet. They haven't shown any signs of hostility yet.
With everything happening, I'm just just precaution.
So I guess we'll just continue on with our course, kind of keeping a careful eye on this group of armored cavalry.
Okay. I mean, you know what they say. It's best to have mage armor and not need it than to need mage armor and not have it.
Oh boy.
But as you get closer, Leia and Dalen, roll me a history check.
That's a 10.
18.
Dalen, you're with their perception and then with your knowledge, you're able to clue in on the fact that these guards are from the Draconic Order. Which, think of it like they're essentially stationed all throughout Diademia in different outposts and things of that nature. There's different ranking structure as with kind of like a military structure, but they do work more like a guard for neighboring towns and villages. Mostly reside in the cities, and then they will send out like escort groups or whatnot to the smaller areas to make sure that they're doing fine. But they are a draconic order that is basically there to keep the peace throughout the lands, dependent on whichever continents that they are on, mostly relative to the dragon colors, will kind of dictate their operation. Some are more aggressive than others, some are a little bit more passive. But yeah, you're able to detail that this guard is from the Draconic Order from his attire and other structures. And then Leia, like, you've maybe seen a couple of them come out to your village way back when, after it was ramshackled, but you don't really know a lot about the Draconic Order. And then
But-
this,
It looks like the. Oh, sorry.
Oh, this guard has red embroidery on him because he's on a red dragon planet.
No, I thought he was purple.
Huh?
What?
What?
Are you?
What? It's the Draconic Order. Whatever's happening must be something bigger than just Vagrant.
I'm gonna be entire. I okay. Who? We'll talk about.
Are you
it
okay,
afterwards.
Relith?
I'm fine. Just I don't know any of this stuff.
We will be
Again, not from
okay
here.
as long as you don't speak too loudly about the new world.
This is okay. All right, Dalen.
It probably would be best.
Or any sudden magic, just to be safe.
What do you mean sudden magic? What?
Dalen, do you think we should ride up and see what's... Maybe they could tell us what's going on?
Yes, we should.
And, yep, Leia will kind of start steering towards the cavalry group.
Okay. So as you get closer to this particular guard, again, he is wearing a set of heavy armor. The Draconic Orders kind of split out in a range of classes based on clerics, fighters, and paladins. They usually follow, as far as patrons, Arlo, the god of war, in some cases, Arya, or something along those lines, something that has like a fighter, cleric, or paladin aesthetic. That's not to say that you won't find peoples whose faith is outside of those three, but it's a little bit more, well, four, I guess. Arya is more of a whimsical bard-esque, so the more eccentric Draconic Order members follow after her.
So Leia will kind of ride up to this guard. She will have her kind of like hand up in like, non-threatening. Good day.
Hello. Are you headed more east, north, preferably?
We were actually on our way to Vagrant City, but we couldn't help but notice the black smoke.
Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. There's definitely smoke back there.
Do you know what caused it?
Yes, there's a burning happening currently. They are removing the city of many large wood items.
Oh, well, why is that?
Mostly because of the black rot that has been kind of nestled in that area.
Black rot? Would she know anything about the black rot?
You could roll a history check, but...
Can I roll a history check on that? Or no?
Sure.
I got a 22.
Black rot is kind of, they call it the kiss of Midna. It's kind of like a lingering plague within Diademia for one of the exiled goddesses. Basically, all of the continents have the potential for black rot because of the fact that the continents themselves were once bidders of Midna's rule, and now that they are the land encompassing what you all are traveling on, they essentially have in them that kind of corruption just innately.
That nasty woman.
So is everything okay within the village or the town?
Yes. If we, section off these small burnings, we should be able to contain the rot and hopefully get rid of it, at least in this area for a time.
Is it still safe to travel to the city?
Yes, we are posted out here as mere guiding poles. If you are headed to the city, the most direct route might not be the best, the safest. Basically, stay to the more east of the smoke. You'll kind of see it as you get closer. As long as you stay away from the smoke's path, it's headed more west in this current trajectory. You should be fine. You should not have to worry about anything, and you will make it to Vagrant City without much issue.
All right, very well. Thank you for your help. And good luck with whatever you're doing.
Yes, you all have a good day.
Is there anything that we can do for you?
Oh, no, I'm perfectly fine. I just got on post, actually.
Well, may Arlo guide your blade, and I'll hand him one of my wrapped up sandwiches.
Ooh! He's gonna be like, oh, thank you.
Arlo gonna be like, nah, that sandwich is mine, give it.
Oh my god.
God of War is here for sandwiches.
But yeah, so Leia will kind of just start steering her horse back onto the path.
Okay.
Okay. So they said to the east. What is this draconic order?
It's more
They're
from my
kind of like-
experience. They're kind of like guards.
protectors of the land, keepers of the peace.
That.
Peacekeepers. Okay. And do they do their job properly?
Do you see any discourse around us other than controlled fires?
I guess not, but I don't know.
Just take a deep breath, Raylith.
I don't know. Okay. So, I would know of Midna, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I would. So even here, her reach still, she's still affecting the land. Midna is, she may be an exiled god, but oh boy, she's the reason why I went to she's the reason why I'm here.
Are you saying all this out loud?
To you guys.
Okay. I was
Not
making
like-
sure.
Ah, yes. My grand escapades of escaping the Fae.
Would we kind of consider like Midna kind of like, like an old wives' tale, like you better be good or old
Midna's gonna
Midna's
get ya.
curse is gonna get you?
You know when you're laying in your cot at night and your toes come out from underneath the cover? That's how she gets you.
You gotta get them toes.
Midna?
Well, thank X isn't sleeping.
Oh no!
Sleeps in his wings.
But yes, she's still affecting the world even when she's not here. Okay. Okay. Also, to continue our conversation from earlier, well, I don't know if you know what an eladrin is.
But
No.
what? Hold on.
You can roll a history check or
Uh,
a nature check.
I got a 14.
Yeah, I mean, you've heard of the type of elves called Eladrin, yeah.
Uh,
That'd be anywhere
Had-
near where I grew up.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, elves are kind of like potentially everywhere. Or all types of elves are potentially everywhere.
Yeah.
Some are more centered on the green continents,
but Leia will nod. I've heard bits about them.
Well, to be frankly honest with you, our skin tone very much reflects our emotions.
So when your skin turned that yellow green, were you actually sick?
No. That's more like a little calm and a little fired up.
That was calm and fired up.
Yes. If I get fired up, that would be just yellow. Just yellow.
Interesting.
But I predominantly stay in blue because it's a risky life.
Must not be very good at gambling.
No, I'm not. Trust me. I've done my fair share of gambles and I've lost more than I would like to.
Oh dear, you poor thing.
So Midna was in this old world.
Yeah. She.
Are you okay if I call it the old world?
That's yeah.
Well,
As
I
long
mean,
as
that's
I'm-
what it was, the old world. So why call it anything different?
Yes. Why? Old world.
I'm just gonna marvel in the moment when Dalen and Lair are like, "Oh shit, they're not crazy."
So yeah, this old world, there was a prince named, well, in the Fae, there was a prince named Karai, and the king and queen vanished, and he was left in charge. And well, this is how we ended up here. I'm assuming he couldn't fight back or something, and well, ta-da! Here I am. Yeah.
Well, this Kurai prince seems very honorable and distinguished. I'm sure.
Just a railing deadpan, just like. No, he was
I'm sure
more
he
of a-
tried his hardest.
He was more. He was more of a loaf.
So you knew this prince.
Just from a distance. Just from a distance.
And
Remember, they were in the castle. I was. Well, my family was more. Just supplier, just everyday life.
So
Yeah.
a commoner.
Yeah. So yeah.
so you knew of Midna from the old world, from a prince in a castle in the Feywilds.
Yes. Do I sound
But
crazy?
No,
Probably. Am I? No.
I didn't say anything. Look, it's
No,
not
but
that I
we
don't
can
want
see
to
it on your
believe you.
faces.
But you could imagine that believing something like this without
Yes,
evidence would be
yes.
pretty hard.
I understand. I understand. Some random people shoot out from the sky, and now we're here, claim to be from this is a new world, and all you know is this. There's a lot more. There are different planes. There is a lot. A lot.
Leia's just nodding as she just looks on ahead on her horse.
So say this is all true, which
It
it
is.
could be.
It is.
I'm not saying it's not.
It is.
Why would you be here?
Because I needed to return to this world because I was in the city of exile, and I'll open up my notebook where I drew the part where Vangex took me to go meet Red. This isn't just a drawing of an imagination. This is an actual place.
Oh, look, a little happy tree.
So, what should have happened?
Oh
I
no,
think
you're
you cut
breaking
off.
up.
Was when the world was reformed prior.
You're
What?
breaking up.
Oh, that's,
We
Sorry.
heard
You're good.
what
You're
should have
good.
happened when the world was reformed.
okay. What should have happened when the world was reformed was his soul should have returned anew. He should have no prior knowledge, and he would be just like you guys. This was his one world, and he grew up in it with no things. But something happened, I don't know why, and he didn't. And so now we're here, and you kind of know the rest.
Leia, roll a wisdom check. Just regular. Add your wisdom modifier.
15.
As Vingax is saying this, like, you'll be brought back in new form, and the only thing you will know is this. Your mind kind of like wanders a bit. I mean, you're still guiding the horse as you have been, but your mind kind of wanders away from the conversation in relation to your events. And if that's the case, then why is your current predicament your current predicament? And by that, I just mean if this is your destiny to be in like this form of yourself, then the events of your past, like, is that what you truly should have experienced, or?
Oof. She's just gonna keep that thought to herself. As her grip on the reins tightens a bit.
So you're saying that our souls could potentially be from this old world?
Potentially. I don't know of any way to tell, or even if there is, but yes. You could be from the old world
Or new.
transported back, or you could just be new souls. I don't know for sure.
Well, Raelith, if this is true, I do not envy you for having memories and feelings of the old world.
I don't. From what I've been told, I technically was never born here. So my parents won't recognize me. Friends, brothers, sisters, they won't recognize me. So that's why I'm kind of just choosing to go with you guys for now.
But they will be here in this new world?
Potentially. Potentially, yeah.
Could I roll like an insight check to like read his emotions?
Sure.
13.
What kind of color vibe is Raylith giving off right now? If he's even giving off one.
Fading from that yellow green to a little bit more of a the lightest, like the slightest blue hue to it. So yeah, like a slight, like you know when green and blue kind of mix together, like a little like that, but like it's barely there, like you barely see it. So with the blue usually means it's like a little bit more sad, a little bit more just like a little, you know, down in the dumps, a little hopeless.
Feeling blue. Just kidding. I didn't say that.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Raylith, if you would have me, I would be honored to help you locate your family to at least know that they're safe.
Yeah. It's gonna be a weird conversation. If they still exist. But thank you. Can I call you Day by chance?
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Damon's like,
Dave.
I've never been given a nickname before.
Thank you.
For a second, I thought you said Dave, and I was like, what?
No, Day. No V. Day.
Yeah, I caught on.
Yeah, he's my day.
Day, day. Oh, no.
Day is my bae. Okay, I'll shut up now.
But I would appreciate it. Thank you.
So you all continue more east of the smoke, like the Draconic Order guard said, leading you more into the Vuthara woods. Now, most of you that are from this new world would know that there's a lot of different landmarks throughout Diademia that have kind of draconic definition to some of the wordings. But without much effort, you would know that Vuthara is draconic for like blackness. And as you get into this part of the woods, you see that all of the trees are, they almost look like dead if you weren't a bit more privy to how things worked in this particular climate. They're very much alive. They're just kind of like charcoaled exterior, blackened leaves. A little rougher to the immediate, this is a tree sort of thing.
What a shame.
What is a shame?
The trees.
What about them?
I mean, there's no liveliness to it.
Are you sure you're not a druid?
I'm sure.
You're positive.
I mean, here. This is the most I could do with being a druid. And I'll tell you to like reach your hand out. And I'm going to druid craft like I'll ask you, what's your favorite type of flower? Day.
Of the red ones. I don't know flowers that well. I was never really good with that.
I'll make like a what's it called? A bracelet of crimson tulips appear on his wrist. That's the most I could do. Just little things like that.
Well, I grew up around a lot of this, and it's very druidic. But it is beautiful. Thank you.
First.
Perception checks.
No.
I wanna.
17.
7?
22.
18.
Did someone say 7?
He's
Present.
like it's so pretty.
Oh,
I didn't mean
Daylin.
these red flowers, but they're still pretty red flowers.
As Dalen's distracted, you all see a young female figure off in the woods, kind of like rubbing her finger down the edge of a bark of one of the large trees.
Leia will see her and kind of excuse me, ma'am.
She looks over, a bit puzzled.
Are you all right?
Why would I not be all right?
I mean, you're in this forest by yourself.
I'm not by myself. The trees are here.
Right. God damn it, another crazy person.
That's all you attract.
Are you from the old world too?
Do you say that? He says it. Oh my god.
Leia's just like, don't mind him. My apologies. What is your name? My name's Leia.
My name is Jenny. Nice to meet you, Leia.
Jenny, what are you doing out in the woods with the trees?
Speaking to them, seeing how they're doing.
Oh,
She's a druid.
well, how are the trees doing?
They've been better. There's the sickness. It's close, I can tell.
You mean the black rot?
Yes, that's what the humans call it.
You call it by something different?
I mean, it's just like anything else. It's just a different state.
That is true. Well, you're not in any need of assistance, are you?
No. Are any of you in?
No, we're just passing through. We're making our way to Vagrant City, kind of staying away from the smoke.
Oh, that would probably be good. She kind of like looks at all of you. You all seem to have a lot of weapons. Are you from the city?
Me, no. I'm just a traveler. A well-armed traveler.
Oh, so you use it to protect yourself.
You're muted.
And to protect others. Are you in need of protection?
No, I usually just run away from things that might hurt me.
That's a smart choice. Very smart.
Is anything chasing you, trying to hurt you?
Right now? No.
Recently?
uh,
Today?
no.
Yesterday?
I think what my companion is trying to ask is if there might be anything dangerous lurking in these woods that we should be aware of.
Oh, of course. I mean, there's all types of dangers everywhere.
Well, we're not really from the area. We aren't too familiar with the local flora or fauna around here.
You should be fine as long as it's daytime. At night, there's sometimes a fog that comes through and takes people.
Okay, so don't go. Okay, we're not going out at night. Good to know. Okay.
How do you stay away from the fog?
Well, if you listen closely, the planet kind of tells you things before they happen.
You hear that, Raylith? The world tells you things.
Okay.
How do you hear the planet?
I'm going to use Druidcraft, and apparently this is a thing. You create a tiny, hardly sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours.
Nice. As you do that, it manifests, and you see a black cloud.
Something
Like a storm cloud?
Maybe like a fog cloud?
Oh.
So I'll do that.
But
and
it's
say-
it's like it's sunny now though, right?
Yeah, right now. I mean, that's the next 24 hours.
So as I do that, I'm gonna Jenny, so something like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So when you say that the fog takes people, like, does it take people, or does something in it take people?
I'm not sure. I don't go in it, but I knew it took my parents, so I only imagine some part of it takes people.
Okay.
How old does Jenny look?
Roll that nature check.
A 10?
25.
She looks in her teens, maybe late teens.
That's with a 10 or a 25?
With the 25, you would think she's roughly like 18. I mean, give or take.
So how do we hear the planet?
You just listen to it. You know how you hear the trees? Well, I guess you all don't hear the trees. You can hear the birds, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, if you listen closely, their pitch changes if they're in danger or not. Or they get quiet when they're not supposed to be.
Do you hear the planet now telling you where to be safe?
Maybe. What do you mean?
Well, a good friend here showed that a storm will be coming tonight, or the fog will be rolling in. Is the planet telling you where to be safe? Now, or will it later?
And she kind of pauses, thinks for a minute. Let me see what I got inspo. She looks at you, Dalen. You should be fine if you make it to the city before dark.
And you wouldn't know a quick path through the forest, would you? To get to Vagrant City?
Oh, yes. You have to go away more than trying to go towards it. The trees clear out a bit more and it should be easier to traverse.
So, away
Mm-hmm.
rather than towards.
Penny, would you be able to show us?
Sure. What's everyone's passive perception?
Oh no, what? 14?
16.
12.
God damn it, Day.
I mean, 12 sided. In
I
that
am
moment,
who I am, okay?
you watch as Ginny fades out of existence in front of you and
Use the fuck out of me?
reappears about 30 feet more east. And she's just like frolicking, and she'll fade away and reappear.
That's our cue to go.
Is she a spirit?
No, but would I know what that is?
With
With-
that nature check, and from her doing what she just did, you have an idea that she might be a sullen soul.
Sounds nice. Let's follow that.
Well, she's a sullen soul.
A sullen soul? What do you mean? What is that?
Stacks.
So, in most instances, in the case of how Diademia was recreated, you have all the souls that were at Purgatory. But in the rare cases where some of those souls weren't able to make it there, their soul kind of gets lost in a crossroads of sort.
Oh no.
And
She wouldn't happen to have any honeyed goose on her, would she?
I mean, you might ask. She might. But
We need a honeyed goose emo.
essentially, when these souls come back to the planet, they don't have a body to inhabit because they never made it to Purgatory in the first place.
Okay. So, essentially, what that is someone from the old world that
I knew it.
that didn't make it to Purgatory, that didn't make it to the Exile City, and they don't have a body, and they were able to cross over here, just as a soul. So,
So we're following it?
Are
Yeah,
y'all
she-
coming?
Yes. She hasn't shown any hostility, so.
And Raylif, you would know that like sullen souls, they kind of vary dependent on if they're happy about their death or angry. Their embodiment or their remanifestation can kind of take on those types of. It kind of
Emotions.
like singularly picks one or the other. Like they're either like a really angry soul or a really kind one or really whatever. But there's not a lot of fluctuation in.
I would say I would insight check her, but my insight is shit.
So is mine.
We should head on with her, but I'd be cautious.
I got a dirty 20 on insight.
I mean, she seems to be wanting to help you. There's not any malice intent in any of her actions. Like she's trying to conceal anything.
Cool. Yep, Leia's gonna start leading her horse onward after her.
0 red flags. Let's go.
Oh, another very important thing, Rayla. You know, sullen souls don't make death saves. If they die, they die.
Damn.
Yeah, let's go ahead. And I suppose we follow.
So, like Jenny said, it's Jinni, by the way. Just
That's what I did.
just to help out chat. But as Jenny said, as she leads y'all more east, you find a clearing in the woods, maybe a few miles down, and you're able to, from that point, continue up north a lot easier. And as you look at the thickness of the forest, there's like overturned trees, other barriers in the path, so it would have been a lot more of a slower pace that you would have had to take in order to get through all of that. But within this clearing, she leads you more north, and y'all are able to move at a decent pace.
Okay. God, it's a good thing it didn't go that way. Jenny, thank you.
She appears next to Shadowrunner. You're welcome.
How does Leia react?
I was about to say, Shadowrunner don't get spooked by this, does he?
Mm-mm. Animals are very innately attuned to.
All right, well, if Shadowrunner isn't scared, then... I mean, Leia probably would have been a little surprised, but...
Have y'all ever seen Studio Ghibli's Princess Mononoke when they have...
Yeah.
Yes!
It's kind of like that kind
Yes.
of teleport. Except she looks like, a girl. So.
She's not a tree. She's not a tree sprite. Tree spirit.
I'm gonna get off the horse and kind of just walk. Jenny, do you think you'd be able to teach me how to speak to the trees?
You sure he's not a druid?
What do you want to say
He's
to
totally a druid.
Is there any way that we could stop this from happening? Anything at all? From just being able to help you, bring you back to a lot more vibrant, a lot more lively, rather than this.
Roll a Medicine check.
That's a 13.
Okay. So as you say this, Ginny proceeds to walk with you as y'all are surveying the trees and landscape. You don't like how the trees look.
Oh no, I'm fine with how they look. I just get a eerie feeling from them, as if something was bothering them.
Oh. I guess in a way, maybe. It's mostly just the land itself. These are how they manifest here. Only because of what they had available to grow from. So, I don't know. Maybe if one of these trees were on a different land, it might look different. But I think it would still be the same, don't you?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I was just wondering. Because maybe it's just because I don't know how to speak to them, but I get this feeling of wanting more.
She kind of like takes your hand, Rayleigh, and make me a dexterity check.
That's a 14.
Okay. The two of you vanish for a moment and reappear at a tree maybe 30 feet ahead of the rest of the group. And she has your hand and she like lets you touch the nearest tree that they appeared next to. Close your eyes. And think of where you're at in this moment.
Entirely new world, just
It's a more loaded question than what Ginny might know. Do you feel yourself here?
yes.
And you can feel the tree?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Now, to speak to them is no different than you speaking to me or any other thing. For them to speak back. Trees don't respond in a way of words, more like feelings. So, as you focus, just be receptive to what the tree is feeling, even if it's not what you want from the tree.
Okay. Taking a deep breath. Just feel what the tree is exuding. Okay. I understand.
Around this time, Leia and the others are kind of like trotting up to where you're at, Raylith with Ginny. Perception checks.
Why?
Cause I already know how it's gonna go, so I should just use your passives.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
Oh,
Me too? Or no?
30-20.
Okay.
Oh my god, we're twinsies.
You all see kind of like a shimmer of light that takes the form of like this greenish hue, and it like dances around Raylith, and just at the back of the neck it kind of like settles, and the light kisses it, and you see like this radiance kind of dissipate, and once the light is gone, you see like a green tattoo kind of etched on his neck.
Is the girl still there?
Yeah, she's standing there.
What just happened?
I think Raylith knows how to speak to the plants.
Right, are you sure you're not a druid?
I'm not really surprised by this.
It's okay, you don't have to hide it anymore.
I know plenty of druids. We're friends.
I took my hand off of the tree. I'm sure. I'm sure.
You have a cool marking on your neck now, though.
Oh, another one? Oh.
Another one? This happens often?
Yes, and you'll see as they pull up the sleeve, like tattoos just around their arms.
That's a lot of tattoos.
oh, you're covered in them.
Yeah, that's how I can do this, and I make like a little fireball appear and like ice in the other one.
Are those like druidic symbols?
No. This is a lot of people where I grew up where the magic was innate. I had to study and study hard to keep up with it.
To study being a druid, right?
They were all mainly sorcerers, Leia, and
Leia kind of chuckles. I'm just teasing, Raylan.
So you studied and learned how to channel magic through tattoos?
Yes.
Can I have one?
It doesn't work like that.
I'm used to that.
You know how there are wizards that carry around their books and they have their spells and all these things in a book.
So rather than a book, you keep them tattooed on yourself?
No, he's a book.
No way.
That's smart. That's less things to carry around because you always carry yourself around.
In a way, yes, Day.
Wait, so do you have like tattoos on your back?
I thought you were gonna say.
And
bug.
I will like take off, like lift up the shirt a little
No,
bit.
no. You don't have to do that. You could just tell me if there are tattoos on your back or not.
Yeah.
And because his skin changes colors, he's an open book.
Daily has children.
Okay,
somewhere
this
in the
is-
world.
This is Queen speaking. Dave?
Let's carry on. I'll stop playing around.
Really? Really? Oh boy, we're gonna have some words. We're gonna have some words after this. Go ahead, DM. We're done now.
So you all continue onward. Ginny's able to lead you through the pathways, and you come up to kind of like a cliffside, and the trek down might take you a little bit more, but you can see off in the distance the city of Vagrin. And outside of the city, there's kind of like build-up piles of different wood items that you can gauge, and they're all being lit on fire, and you can see the smoke's like tailored more towards the west, but from your perspective it looks north because you're looking directly at it, or directly towards the city, looking from the east. So as you all see how close you are to your next location, that is where we're going to take a break.
Nice.
We will be back after this short rest, but not really a short rest. And we will finish out the episode.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Hello and welcome back. Yeah. So you all see the city of Vagrant off in the distance.
Well, that was a lot shorter of a trek than I thought. Thank you, Jenny.
And you look,
She's gone.
and Jenny's not there.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sure she heard it on the wind.
The plants will probably tell her that you said that.
Right, well, let's get a move on then. And she'll move her horse forward.
Okay.
I'll get back on the horse.
Ringax will follow.
Alright. What about they? It's just kind of John Travolta.
Where'd everybody go? Yes, of course, I'm following.
Okay, so my horse drivers
No.
animal handling checks.
No!
'Cause this part is like rocky and like a little bit unstable.
You're rocky and a little unstable.
Shadow,
I don't know.
shadow, shadow. I'm gonna give a helping action to Leia. It's like Shadow. It's okay. It's okay.
Of course, you would help the horse that you're on. Okay.
Oh my god, even with advantage, a 5.
Bro.
Raylith, I swear.
I
Don't
get advantage
know.
too, right?
Advantage for what?
Oh no. Oh,
Should I use
boy.
my luck now? I think I should. It's better. 14.
Nice.
It was 4.
Oh gosh.
Hey, you guys wanted those jagged rocks, right?
So,
Acupuncture.
yeah.
It's free acupuncture.
Y'all are coming down this pathway,
Mhm.
and the footing for Shadow Runner catches like a loose part in a rocks, and he starts to slide forward rather than walking.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Maybe a deck save.
Do Ringax see this?
Yeah, Vingax can see all this.
Oh, thank the gods. I got a 16.
Okay. So yeah,
That's a 17. We're good.
it looks close, but Leia and Raylith are able to stay on Shadowrunner and like guide him back towards the path. And without any
Ringax
more,
who was prepared to swoop down and try to help, just relaxes and
it's
takes a
like
little
let go
clock.
of the horse
I-
this time.
A piece.
But yeah, y'all get down to the bottom of the path, and it's maybe 15, 20 miles to get to Vagrant from here.
And it's just a straight shot, right? Just straight
I mean,
shot,
yeah, more or
open
less.
plain, nothing as far as the eye can see, right, DM?
Perception checks.
God damn it! I knew it!
Free food and lodging along the way.
Ooh,
23.
13.
Add a 4 to that. Okay, that's a 14. I was like 10. No.
15.
Leia, be extra perceptive today.
Yeah, there's
So
nothing.
what does...
Wasted it! Wasted it! So yeah, y'all are continuing towards Vagrant City.
This is Dungeon Master abuse! Anyway, so yeah, Leia will kind of continue leading Shadowrunner straight forward.
Nice. As y'all are doing that, there are the controlled burns happening in various segmented parts. You come up to the first controlled burn, and it looks like it's a bunch of different like wood furniture and other items. And you can kind of see that black rot that they were talking about, and it looks like the part of the wood that's lit on fire and burning from that way isn't the same like consistency as the black rot. It has almost like a liquid kind of inky feel to it.
Ew.
But as it's burning off and you see it like ignite into that like black rot, the fire kind of like excites and gets this like purplish greenish hue, and it adds it into the smoke flame. But guiding the horses so that you don't end up on the opposite side of its path, you're able to head on up to the city.
Okay. Like, so the
It
entire
doesn't look
time,
very fun.
the entire time that we're passing by the wood, I'm just
I don't need to breathe.
Does Leia smell that bad?
I just
Ask what Dalen's wisdom is.
Luck to Leia.
Do you want to know what his wisdom is?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
It's a 9.
so as he says that, I just dart my eyes over to him, just like sink down to like a dark purple, just like cool.
And like Leia has like this look like, what? And now she's kind of like a little self-conscious, like, do I really smell that bad?
I'm gonna let me off real quick. Lay up real quick.
He's covering his nose. I don't
Dalen.
I don't smell anything.
Dalen, help me up.
You think I'm gonna smell better?
Dalen, just let me up. Just let me up.
Alright.
But Leia will just continue walking forward. She's had enough of that.
Dalen, context clues, man. Context clues. Obviously, there's a black rot happening around us. Just okay. Just don't always say that.
Oh, you think you're gonna catch black rot?
Hey, you can never be too safe.
Is that how it works?
Again, you can never be too safe. Don't you have a scarf or something? But just don't say that out loud. It hurts people's feelings, okay? Sometimes keep it to yourself and just process it.
We'll practice this. I don't quite get it, but I will practice it.
You want to catch up to her?
She's a good like 10 feet away now.
So you
Yeah,
all
I'll-
kind of like gallop up and get to the part of maybe within a 5-mile radius of the outside kind of gates of Vagrin, and it gets to the point where you have to get off horseback and like walk the horses through. There's people. There's kind of like a market district right outside of the city where a lot of the locals kind of get discounted food items and clothing items and other stuff. So you see a lot more lower class, a few middle class people out and about selling wares and purchasing things, and the crowd's a lot more prevalent here.
Now you could cover your nose.
Rude.
Because why?
There's a lot of people. Just
Because they have black rot.
yeah, let's go with that. Yes. Scarf around.
God damn it. So Leia will probably be on the lookout for either like an infirmary or like a tavern.
Those are very different places.
A mental ward.
I mean,
So I need to buy some supplies, so I'm going to go look for a shop. If you would like to accompany me, of course. And
yes, of course we'll accompany you and Vangax. What are you in the market for?
just some like 10 gold worth of like charcoal, incense, herbs, and like a brass brazier or something.
What do you need all that for?
You'll see.
Druidic spells.
You'll see. It's just like
We're just teasing Raylan.
I just look at Day. Like I know Leia, but it's just like Dalen, it's hard. It's hard to like read that, man.
I'm not an open book.
Oh my god.
And this is where Leia leaves the party.
Oh gosh. It's
Part
been a split
ways.
campaign the whole time.
Oh boy.
So outside of the city, all of the vendors are more or less. There's like a meat vendor, a fish vendor, fruits and vegetable vendors, and then there's like cloth items like clothing for traveling, and that's about it for out here. You can see the large gates that lead up to Vagrant City, which has like a sign for stables and like signs for taverns and every other important kind of main area you would imagine in a city, kind of decked out on this leaderboard of different pointing arrows.
So yeah, Leia will kind of walk up to it and start kind of looking at this board, you know, see if there's like a herb shop or like an alchemist shop or infirmary. More specifically the infirmary, but she'll just be kind of looking at the board.
Okay. So from here you can see that there's like temples, there is taverns, there is like a medical facility, just like a med ward.
I'll take note of that.
This does have a larger castle inside. There is different guilds, different more prominent stores that you would imagine, like magic shops, blacksmiths, things of that nature. So
in regards to like guilds, what kind of guilds are there? Like, you know, like adventuring guilds?
There is an adventurers guild. There is a mages guild. A hunters guild, and also you can kind of see something like descriptively like removed or redacted from the boards. Make a perception check.
I wonder what that is.
I can't tell. It's a 9.
What was it? A
Perception.
Perception.
That's a 10.
It looks like they've done a good removal of it.
Dalen, can you make this out?
Are you
Well,
sure it's not an
perception.
investigation check?
I mean, you see it. You just can't read it.
14.
But I'm trying to deduce what it is.
But it's not
14.
lost. It is found. Yeah, you can't make out what it is. It's just...
Jesus. Anything like regarding like maybe like I know you said Hunters Guild, but is it just like full on like hunting like wild animals, or is this like a bounty hunters like?
You're not sure from how the descript on the sign is.
Okay. Leia will probably take note of the Adventurers Guild, the Hunters Guild. Is there like a guard post or?
Yeah, it's the signage is right before you have to get up to the main gate where you need to check in and like store your horses and stuff like that. So
And she'll take note of like any nearby taverns and things like that too. So
okay. Where are the rest of y'all do?
Taking note of the Mage Guild. Adventures. And what other shops did you say there were?
Just your typical run of them, like magic trinket shops, blacksmiths.
I will take note of the magic trinket shop.
what are the nearby taverns?
There
called?
are a total of 4 different ones. The closest would be the Runner's Spit.
Ew.
They serve quality.
Like that
ale
one.
there.
Well, that's all Leia's gonna look for.
Okay. So you're gonna go up to the guard first.
What time is it?
Y'all would have made it there with all of your travels about midday, so it's about 4, maybe 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. And she'll kind of walk up. She has, Shadowrunner by the reins. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Are you here for business, pleasure? What brings you to Vagrant?
Business.
Right. Headed to any place specific?
No, just looking for some information.
Understood. How long do you believe you'll be in the city for?
Probably at most a couple days.
Okay, I will assign you a day's pass. You just need to renew it each morning, and then if you do decide to stay at a longer period, it is cheaper that way. Day's pass is 1 silver.
Sorry, I'm writing this down.
That means we don't have to do that.
She'll nod and she will hand the guard a silver for the pass. Also, I am in search of information. There's an individual that I am searching for. You wouldn't happen to know anyone by the name of Matuk, would you?
Matuk. Doesn't sound familiar.
Male orc. He's a raid leader. I heard he was headed this way.
How do you spell Matak?
You don't hear what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm just writing down notes. I'm just writing down notes.
Don't worry, I'll give them after.
No, we haven't heard anything. No raid leaders or anything like that. Although, if they're headed this way, I mean, I would advise against it unless they're coming under a different theme. With the Hunters Guild, we usually put out marks for people that fit that sort of description.
She'll kind of nod to the guard. I see. Well, thank you.
And he nods and hands you this kind of like placard metal piece, which you imagine costs a little bit less than a silver, but he hands it to you. Just bring this with you. It's your pass. If anyone asks while you are in the city, just show them this. They should leave you alone. I mean, unless you're up to mischief.
And we renew it here?
Yes. Just bring it back here. And your horses, you'll find the stables up ahead. The lodging for them is a copper apiece, unless you want the higher end, then it's 2 copper. But
Is that like per day or just
yes,
overall?
for a day's stay.
I see. Well, thank you.
And do that, and yes, welcome to Vagrant.
She'll kind of nod her head at him and lead Shadowrunner through the gate.
Okay.
Would have been with her, so
Same price, silver
what was it? Silver.
for a day pass, and then a copper or 2 copper if you want your horse to be fancier.
So I'm with them, but I actually don't know how long we're going to be here. They say a day, but when you say it's cheaper, what do you mean? How much cheaper?
If you were to buy a week's pass, it is 5 silver. If you buy a month's pass, it is doing the math. Let's see. What's cheaper of the month? Uh, 2 gold.
Can I just pay for 2 days right now?
Yes, well, the day passes, you just have to renew in the morning.
Okay.
No advance pay.
Yeah, it's a no. It's a no, Raylan.
All right, here's a gold piece. Can I get change?
And he like divvies out your change. And he hands you that same like nondescript piece of metal.
Okay. I'm gonna put it like on my belt.
Mangax will just do the same. Pay the 1 silver and the day pass.
Okay. So you all make it into the city, no problem. The general populace, you have elves, you have humans, Harengon, few nondescript races like half-orcs are about, few hobgoblins. There's some gnomes, halflings. General, after just looking for maybe a couple of minutes, the populace is mixed pretty well. What would you all like to do? Luck to Raylith.
Judging from the sign when like Leia was looking at it, what is the closest building or store that out of all of us that we're looking for, which is the closest one?
So the Adventurers Guild is maybe a couple of blocks north into the city, and then the Runner's Spit is maybe a block or two from there. But from how it looked, most of the shops and stuff is located more towards the central part of the city.
Okay. So Leia will kind of look over to Braylith. Are you in any rush to get the items that you need?
Preferably before they close. I don't know if the fog's going to be coming over here, so I would rather do it quickly. Yes.
All right.
If
well,
you would
then
like, I
guess-
could secure some rooms while he does that.
If that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Inspo to me.
Here, and I will give him a gold piece, just in case.
Sucker.
Oh, you sucker MCs. That's main
That's a 17
characters.
on
Dumb.
insight.
So, who's going where? Dalen's
Leia
getting
will-
rooms.
Leia will go with Raylith to the market center.
Okay, and where's Vengax going?
He'll go with Dalen to secure the rooms.
Okay. Roll me D20, Leia and Dalen.
17.
10.
So, you arrive at the Runner's Spit, Dalen. The sign is a bit crooked. There is a singular thumbs up, thumbs down, like wooden notch that looks like it could be moved up and down. A lot of the kids tend to switch it to thumbs down when no one's looking, but right now it's thumbs up. Runner Spit seems to be open. Patrons are coming in and out. Overall pretty busy. You hear a lot of hearty, like, mixture of happy drunk people, probably. I mean, it is getting closer to the afternoon, so
Happy hour.
5 o'clock somewhere.
what would you like to do?
I would walk in.
Okay. So you walk in and you are greeted by a goblin, oddly enough. Her hair's like pulled back. She has it stored in like two close knit buns, but both of them are in the back of her head. She looks at you. Ah, yes. Can I help you?
Greetings, maiden. We are here to get some rooms, if you have any available.
Yes. Yes, we do. Just for you two? Is it one room? 2 rooms?
I want to say 1 room, but should we do 2?
I think we should.
As he looks...
We can.
What? How many did he say?
2.
2 rooms, please.
2 rooms. Standard kind, or do you need multiple beds?
Multiple beds, please.
Okay. How many people are
With-
staying here?
Pillows as well. And blankets.
Yes, those come normal standard.
Ah, yes. There are 4 of us.
Okay, so you need 2 rooms with at least 2 beds per room. Ah, we are here. That's a silver apiece per night.
Okay. Can I give you a gold for now? And when we leave, get the change or pay what is needed?
Yes, I mean, if you pay with gold now, I can get you the change immediately, or you can pay for a certain amount of nights. It's completely up to you.
Oh, Daily,
Very well.
Sweet
Here's your
silver
silver.
child.
This town does not believe in paying in advance.
That's more work for the DM.
But less work for the player.
What do you mean it's instant change? You just subtract a silver a piece.
But I'm trying to keep my tab open.
I mean,
This isn't a
keep track of
bar.
it. You pay her. She hands you off 2
Yeah, pay other
like,
silver.
wooden keys that don't really look too descriptive in their nature, but they are like different from one another. And attached is like a little symbol that correlates probably to the symbol on the doors to the rooms. Yes, feel free to get some drinks at the bar. We have food served for the ones who have keys. And yeah, food should be out in the next few hours. It's help yourself. And welcome to the Runner's Spit.
Thank you, madam. What was your name?
My name is Me6.
Me6.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Dalen. And this is my companion, Vingax.
Vingax?
Is there anything that I could assist you with?
Oh no, we have full staff.
Very well. Then I would just go up to the rooms,
Okay.
make sure they're in order.
So you go up with the thimbles. They're right next to each other, kind of like those hotel rooms that have like the mirrored shared room that always stays locked because neither party is actually from either of the other ones. So yeah, there is that. You walk in. The rooms have 2 beds, kind of sectioned off from one another. There is a window per room. There's kind of like a drawer area to store any of your things, plus a chest of drawers in front of each of the beds at the base. Other than that, there is a nightstand table and then kind of like a desk area for each of the rooms. Most of it's wooden. Some of the furniture has like a bit of silver's probably the highest metal that they put into it, but a lot of it's like copper and harder metals.
Dalen would start taking off some of his chainmail, like the heavy stuff, laying it on the bed, keeping his flail tucked in and his shield on his back, and then motion to Vengax that he's, gonna go find the crew.
Vengax will follow him.
What?
Wait,
Follow.
what did you say? What?
Yeah, I'm just putting stuff down and then leaving.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you when you leave. I'm not gonna put anything down though.
Okay.
At the moment.
So as you all head out of the rooms, around this time, Leia and Raylif, you arrive at the market district. There are similar shops, kind of like you saw outside of Vagrant City, that are just like set out in like tent fashion, and then there are actual like building shops positioned in a oval kind of block apart from each other fashion.
Okay.
And you were looking for like a magic store?
Yes. Yes.
You see a shop that says Maesters, Trinkets, and Doodads, but the dads, it's spelled like dads.
Yeah, let's try Maesters and do dads.
As you walk in, you're hit with a scent of myrrh and like lavender, kind of tranquil scents, although myrrh is more of a poignant one. But yeah, you walk in, there's candles lit. There is a sort of bluish, purplish tint to everything. The wood's almost been like stained with this kind of coating. And it opens up and immediately like closes back, and in the back you see kind of perched up on this like high pedestal a desk with this elder looking halfling man kind of hunched over and just scribbling through some papers.
Does anything catch my eye besides the halfling?
As you walk in, there's just candles and then that pedestal and the man.
Okay, well, I will stifle a cough because of all the smell and start walking towards the pedestal. And you're like, hello?
As you get closer, he's just like scribbling, and you call out hello, and he's like still scribbling.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes? You need to speak up louder. I can barely hear you.
My apologies. My companion seeks your assistance.
Oh, yes. Well, why didn't he say so?
I don't think he was talking loud enough, sir.
Well, learn from this young lady. What do you need?
Do you have any... Do you have any charcoal, incense, what else? Some herbs and brass brazier?
Oh, yeah. Well, yes, of course I do. I mean, do you mean for sale?
Yes.
Oh, that's quite different. Let's just see here. And he like, what do we have in stock? And he kind of like taps something, and you see him like turn some knobs, and this long list just like shoots down from the pedestal and like runs all the way up the edgings of the pedestal, and it's maybe 20 feet from the ground, and it just has like everything you can imagine in like a fast food menu sort of thing of what this shop has to offer.
Okay. I assume your name's Maester?
Yep, that's what they call me. Maester. Or Sir Maester, or Magic Maester, or the Maester, or Mr.
Can I call you
Maester.
Eminem?
Eminem? I've never been called that, actually.
You know, because Magic Maester, also Raylith, nice to meet you.
A hand extends from the bottom of the platform that he's at, and it's just like a robotic. You can see like the accordion like attachment piece, and it just like shoots out towards you to shake your hand. Yes, well, pleasure. You said charcoal, some herbs, incense. What else?
And a brass brazier.
What the heck? What do you need a brass brazier for?
It's to summon something.
Well, yes, I know. That's usually why they're used, but
Well, can I do it here?
Summon something.
Oh, I don't want you summoning things in my shop.
Wait, what are you summoning, Raylith?
I'm not sure. It'll be. I
What
don't
do you
know.
mean you're unsure?
It's more of a familiar.
This long horn comes out, and like there's an ear attached, and you hear him like listening at the top. Y'all really need to speak up. I mean, I can barely hear you.
I was just asking my friend.
Oh,
what he
not
was
that loud!
summoning.
I'm right here. You see my ear.
It's more of a familiar. It's to summon a familiar.
Oh, why didn't you say so? I mean, yes, I have braces.
Are you sure I can't do it here?
No, there's a clause. Did you not see the clause? And there's like fine print, and you see this magnifying glass like come out of nowhere, and like no casting magic, none of the what to do's here must be taken outside the property.
Oh, okay. Now I see it now.
Well, yes, I mean, if you looked earlier, you would have saw it as well. I mean, it's been there the whole time.
Also, do you have any magical doodads like a wand or anything of the sorts?
I mean, all the dads have things to do, but I do have some trinkets, yes.
Okay.
Do you have children? Are you two a couple? Is that what this is?
Oh,
Y'all trying to summon
no.
a familiar child?
No.
No,
That's what I would say too if I was going to summon a familiar child.
It's more, no, I'm not on the market for any type of relationship right now.
So you're a dad. Got it.
Yes, this will be my metaphorical child.
Well, I'm going to need you to metaphorically not do it here whenever you do it.
Okay,
Just so
okay,
we're-
okay.
Don't want any,
okay.
like, godchildren or anything. I mean, good.
You don't want godchildren?
I already have tons. I mean, I've been around for quite a bit.
Well, technically, I don't have parents, so can I be your child?
You don't have parents?
Technically, no.
What do you mean you don't have parents?
The more...
Raylith, I'm going to go step outside for a second. just Leia's gonna go outside. All this talk about like children and stuff is clearly making her uncomfortable, so she's just leaving.
Oh my god.
And Raylith, you clearly see Leia is visibly uncomfortable, leaving.
Did you say something wrong? It sounds like it.
I think it's a combination of both of us, Eminem.
So you watch as the ear retracts, the hand magnifying, and he opens up a like latch up where he's at, and you just hear like. Then like this door like appears and like opens, and like the veil from the menu of list of items gets pushed back as he comes out of a door from the bottom of this platform. And he's roughly like 3.5 feet tall. He's a pretty short halfling. And he looks up at you. Ah, you're much taller than I thought.
Oh, not. I'm a decent height. Would you're a lot shorter than I thought.
That's what they say. I mean, the theatrics make me seem a lot bigger than I actually am.
Oh, okay. Huh. How much is all this going to cost, by the way? Oh, yeah. Also, do you want to go talk to her? She seemed very uncomfortable.
You want me to talk to her?
Yes.
No.
Well, I can give you the family discount, and you watch as unseen servants start to bring in the items that you requested just out of different hidden compartments in the walls. Like, part of the wood wall opens up and like this item comes out, another part opens up and this item comes out, and eventually all of your things are like gathered here. Let's see. This would run you for 2 silver.
All of this?
Mm-hmm. Normally, it's a gold.
Okay, I will take it. Thank you, Eminem. Also, you wouldn't have to be like a wizard or something, right? Because like I'm kind of one myself.
I mean, I am. I mean, are you? You seem kind of doubtful. You must be like a druid or something. One of those hippie types.
A little mixture. A mixture. But I'm more wizardly.
I feel this is gonna be the running joke of this entire campaign.
I feel validated.
Yes, I do dabble in the wizardry. As you can see, all of these nice contraptions are mine. I'm also a bit of an artificer, if I must boast to myself a little bit. All of the other contraptions help in making trinkets and things of that nature.
This is amazing.
And don't step there, that's a trap door. I mean, still working out the kinks.
Okay. Well, thank you. Is there any way that I could contact you? Because you, my friend, are simply amazing.
Me? I mean, no one's ever given me compliments. I mean, if you want to give me compliments, I can give you a sending stone. You can just send those right to me every day, well, at least once a day.
Yeah, I could do that.
Oh, well, I mean. An unseen servant comes out with a stone. Ah, yes, here we are. And he like hands it to you.
Thank you. Oh, I'll still be here for like a day or two, but I will be sure to message you every once in a while.
Oh, this is good. I like my children to keep in contact.
Our first back pocket NPC.
Dad.
Why is it always the crazy ones?
Because if they weren't crazy, they wouldn't be rememberable. Who wants normal parents? We kill those off in our backstory for a reason.
Oh my god.
I was supposed to kill him off.
Oh no. I knew I forgot to do something.
Okay, I just added the sending stone to my inventory.
Okay. So you gather all those things while you're conversing with Maester. Outside, Leia's kind of like perched, and Dalen and Vengax, you see her there making her way to the market district as well.
Layla.
And they completely ignore her and keep walking.
Like, god damn it, it's them again.
ignores them and keeps walking.
Okay, so
It looks
they're
like you were having some peace and quiet.
Allow me to interject.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for Raylis to be done with his shopping. How did the search for rooms go?
We're all set at the Runner's Spit. Fine establishment.
I hope so. The name's kind of interesting.
I agree. I don't get it.
So is there anything you're looking for, Vegax, while we're here? Oh, I think he's too busy looking at the sites. My apologies.
Oh, sorry. No, nothing in particular.
So do you still plan on traveling with Dalen and I?
Well, I don't have anywhere else to go or anything else to really do. So yeah, I will continue if you will continue to have me.
I mean, are you sure you don't have any acquaintances or family here in Vagrant City?
Nope, I do not.
Right.
I don't have any family anywhere.
Oof.
Would
Leia's
anyone at
like-
a temple be able to?
Let me clarify. I had a old teacher, master, back in the astral planes. We were fighting the flying rock things. I forget what you guys call them. And then I was transported to here when it was the old world, and I believe that she's dead. So I guess the answer is still yeah. I don't have one.
Right. She'll then kind of like lean into Dalen. So I think the infirmary is not too far from the marketplace. If we want to try to get them some help.
They got
I
you.
was going to head there anyway, so
I mean, I think Vengax can gauge at this point.
Wait. I know it's hard to hear, but I'm telling you it's true. I do not need to seek care from the infirmary.
would there be any sort of magics to seek out to help you find your way back to wherever?
This what did you call it? Purgatory, you said?
Purgatory? Purgatory, yes.
Perhaps they can
I don't.
perhaps someone there could help you get back to this purgatory.
We can always try. Maybe at the Mage Guild, then? I'd have to find a sacred tree. That's the easiest and best way I know to get there.
Right.
Well, we can go speak to the temple. Maybe they know of one.
The temple or the infirmary. I'm sure
Yes,
someone
we will-
will be able to help.
I'm not going to the infirmary.
I need to stop for myself if you would accompany me. Not for you. I have other reasons. But I will be going to the temple afterwards.
God, this dynamic.
accompany you to infirmary for you and you only, and then to the temple. Does that sound good to you, Leia?
I mean, sure.
Sayek's gonna tilt his head at her.
Yes, Vangax, that sounds fine. Kind of looks at Dalen.
One memory loss kit, please.
Can I say that I walk out at this point?
Around this time, Rayleigh is being ushered out. He has a lot more items than he originally went in with. There's like a stone like teetering on the top as he is pushed out. All right, son. Well, give me a call tomorrow, and we'll see how everything goes.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
And he just called his
So-
son.
I'm assuming you got everything you needed.
I did, yes. Can I get everything started with the tavern?
So did you find your dad?
No. He's more like of a pseudo adoptive dad.
Ah, I see. Yes.
So everything sorted for the tavern?
Yes. Would you like to take a key?
Yes, please.
Well, how many rooms did you get anyway?
I got 2 rooms.
So we'll be sharing rooms.
Yes.
Have we decided who's bunking with who?
Wait. So
Not really.
we 3 will be sharing a room, and you have another room.
Oh,
No.
all right.
No. No.
That's what I.
No. No.
Rayleigh and Leia are like fighting over the key.
Well,
Here,
hold
have
on.
this key. Have this key.
How would
My
you
armor may
like
be in
me
there,
to-
but I will remove it quickly.
No, I'm keeping this key. I take off.
Can I do an insight check on Rayleigh? Like, why is he acting like so sus?
I mean, yeah, at disadvantage because all you see is like the gear that he has, just like bobbing and weaving through the crowd.
I got a 10.
Nothing.
Leia's kind of just scratching the back of her head. Is he? Oh, does he seem all right?
I don't know. We have 2 rooms and 2 keys. We can figure it out later.
Right. Well, since he's situated, I actually have a couple things that I want to do personally. Should we leave Rayleigh alone, though? Specifically looking at Dalen.
And I will look at Vingax. Hmm.
Probably not. I don't think he's gonna be harm to himself or others. But yeah, still a no. Mhm. And then he's just gonna start walking after Raylan.
Dalen, should we leave them alone?
Should we leave?
Yes, ask if I want to continue and then just leave me.
Leia, you know these situations are not my strong suit. What do we do?
Okay, do you have anything that you need to do? You said you had to go to the infirmary yourself, right?
Yes, but it can wait till later.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's not for my own health. I just, I like to help out when I can.
All right. Well, then why don't you go on ahead and watch those two for me? I have a couple places I need to stop off at and ask some questions. I should be back hopefully within the hour. And then we can kind of switch places. And you can do what you need to do.
Perfect. I knew you could figure it out.
They'll just shake her head and turn and walk off. Stops, turns around. You do know where the tavern is, right?
Of course. I just came from there.
Where is it?
That
Are you
way.
just pointing in the random direction?
He doesn't know.
Roll a history check.
He's gonna cut right and then quickly cut the other direction.
Who's rolling history?
Nobody. He answered my question for me.
Okay.
You hear in the distance, "Citizen, can you point me to the runner's spit?"
They just like it's that way.
Oh my god.
Leia's just standing there like,
Got a heart of gold, okay?
yeah, and that it kind of does set Leia back a bit. But then she kind of just shakes her head at the thought and heads off to the Hunters Guild first.
Okay. D20s from Leia and Raylish.
That's a wait. 11.
18.
Okay.
Okay, got it. I need light.
So Leia, you arrive at the Hunters Guild.
Oh no, I look too late.
You see one armor statue out in the front, and then one like much more roguish ranger type statue on the opposite side of the doors. But yeah, you find it without much trouble.
And she'll kind of make her way up to the front door and open it and enter.
Okay. As soon as you walk in, you see a dagger fly across and land into a circular shaped object on the wall. And a person walks in front of you and goes and retrieves like 3 daggers that are in the wall and kind of looks at you, keeps walking, and gets back into position.
Leia will walk up to this person. Excuse me, are you part of the guild?
You could say that. Are you new here?
Yes, actually. I'm not here to join. I'm looking for information.
Oh, what type of information?
Information on an individual. I'm looking for someone by the name of Matuk. An orc raid leader.
Does he have a mark on him?
That's why I'm here to find out.
Oh, you can go up to the front desk. They'll know if there's a mark out on this orc or not.
Right. Well, thank you.
No problem. Also, if there is, let me know. I mean, I don't think I have an orc on my list yet.
Normally I wouldn't have that problem, but I have some personal business with this orc. So she kind of backs up a bit, heads to the front.
You get to the front, and there's a human there, and he is reading from a book. And he seems kind of lackadaisical.
She kind of stands there a little bit awkwardly, seeing if maybe he'll notice her before she kind of just like, excuse me.
Yes, can I help? Closes the book, sets it down. May I help you today?
She's kind of feel a little like, in a funny sense, intimidated by this guy. But she's kind of like, yes, I was wondering if there was a mark out on a certain individual. Goes by the name of Matak Orc, known to be a raid leader.
Raid leader orc. Do you know if there's any kind of spell locators put on this mark? Anyone
Not
looking for in particular?
I honestly don't know.
Okay. What does he look like?
Tall, covered in scars, has actually kind of glazed over eye from actually when I actually attacked him.
You've
but he's got
encountered this mark before.
I've encountered this individual before. Yes.
Oh, well, that changes things. 1 second, and he like walks off to the back.
She watches after him, very confused.
Goes into like this back room, and shortly he comes out with this large male. He is a Goliath by any of the normal statures. And the Goliath kind of like pauses the other man and walks up to you. Sorry about that. You must excuse Donatile. He's very placid when it comes to these sorts of things.
Oh, it's quite all right.
And you see like a hand just like reach from around this large man, grab the book, and then come back and... You were looking for an individual that you encountered before?
Yes, I received word that he was actually heading in this direction, and I was wondering if perhaps you or anyone from this guild might have encountered him, or if there is a bounty on him. Just something I could use to track him down.
Okay, and this person is familiar to you?
Yes.
Right, this should be easy enough. And he motions for you to step on like a platform to the left of where he is, to the right of you. Just stand there and think of that individual. If you have their name, also very helpful. But do it on the platform.
Right. And she'll step up on the platform. So now I start thinking of this person.
Yes.
Do I have to say the name out loud?
Not if you don't want to.
Oh, okay. I was just... And she'll close her eyes and she will start visualizing Matak.
And from what you remember, how does Matak look?
He's a very muscular orc male, probably about 7.5 feet. he had his left eye is kind of glazed over white from where she had attacked him before. Yeah, he's just covered in scars. He's wearing kind of like spiked raid like armor, metal armor. And his head is like completely like bald.
As you describe him in your mind, do you put any other thoughts or anything in that direction?
Nope, just his description and his name.
Okay. You open your eyes and you see Matok in front of you.
Oh, this is awkward. Now, the real question is he know I'm there, or what's the surrounding look like? Is he just like right there in the guild, or just like...
You just see like a image of him projected from where you're standing. Is that what he looks like?
Yes.
Okay, we are putting the mark out on him now. Alright, he should be easily tracked.
By me.
I mean, anyone that picks up the mark.
How does one pick up a mark?
He points off to like a board off maybe 20 feet from where you are. All of the known marks are on that list over there.
Great, I'm gonna go get it then.
All right.
So she'll walk over to the board and look to see where Matuk's mark is. And once she finds it, she's gonna take it off the board.
As you do that, your hand grabs it the same time the other girl that was throwing daggers grabs it.
Of course she does!
So this is him.
Yes.
You know, in some settings, he looks kind of like cute, right? A bit rugged. Everyone likes scars, right?
There's nothing cute about that monster.
So I take it you're going to take this.
She looks at it, looks back at her. Yes.
Care to make a wager?
What are the terms?
Whichever one of us can find him first.
No.
I'm willing to put 500 gold on the line.
Listen, if this were a normal circumstance, I would take you up on this silly little game. But that mark is mine. I have unfinished business that I need to finish with this person. He has taken almost everything from me.
All right, you can have it.
But
No, but I mean, I just thought it would be a bit fun, but you seem to be rather invested into it, so I'll let you have it.
well, thank you. I appreciate your understanding. And she will hold out her hand for the mark.
She hands it off to you.
And she'll put it away in her bag. I never did get your name.
No, you didn't. And she walks over to grab the daggers out of the board. It's Freya. I'll see you around. New girl? And she walks out of the guild.
Freya. Right. And she'll make her way out of the guild as well.
As you do that, you come
Close
across the guy that was reading the book. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes, actually. Thank you for your help.
Are you getting help on this, Mark, from the looks of it?
Help?
Yeah, you and Freya. You're both looking for the mark, right?
No, she gave me the mark.
Did she touch the mark?
Bitch. He can now see the flickers of anger in Leia's eyes right now.
Correction! He would see this if he wasn't reading from his book this whole time.
Okay. He can feel the tension in the air.
Crackling.
Do I need to calm your emotions or something? You seem a bit...
If you could, that would be great.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have it prepared today.
Yes.
Leia's gonna strangle this bitch!
My name's Donatile Volatine.
How do you spell that, DM?
Donotile.
Donotile.
LE.
Okay.
Volatine. Volatine.
Okay. Okay. How unfortunate that you did not have this spell prepared for today. But I appreciate the thought,
I mean, I can give
Donatile Volatine.
you words of encouragement. Those are free.
Sure.
It's a trap.
If you find the mark, I hope it is what you seek it to be. And he turns the page. Try not to die.
Is he like reading that from the book? By any chance, can I see the cover of this book and what it says?
It looks very spiritual in its
How to
creation.
have emotions. Yep, so Leia will just nod. Well, thank you for the words of encouragement.
You are welcome. If you come back, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to remember what I was supposed to say here, but I can't. So, have a nice day.
Thank you. I hope you have a nice day as well.
Oh, I remember now. If you come back and you have retrieved the mark, you can turn it in for the bounty that is placed upon it.
I really don't care much for the bounty. I just want to make sure he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Oh, you aren't a normal hunter. Most hunters are in it for the money.
I'm not a hunter. I am but a simple wanderer who's trying to seek justice for
He
the
stops,
injustices that he's done.
pauses, looks up from his book for like the first time. You're not a hunter.
No.
He like closes his book. Oh dear, I told my supervisor that you were a hunter looking for a mark, so he made a mark for you. Which means you're a hunter now, because, well, that's how it works.
Gestures.
Is that really how it works?
And you watch as that mark that you picked up vanishes, and a black ringed tattoo kind of appears on one of your fingers.
Oh, no, no.
It will go away once you die or find the mark in question and turn the mark in.
I love how he's just like, the first thing, or if you die, or if you hand it in. Leia's just like...
I'm
Okay.
sorry, you just looked like you were a hunter. You had a very large sword on your back, and you look very intimidating from what I glanced.
Have a good day, Donatello. She'll turn and walk away.
Around this time, Raylif, you make it back to the runner's spit. The thumb is down.
I'll pick it up. Walk in. Just I look at the key as I'm holding this stuff, just trying to keep it balanced.
Rooms, dear. They're up the stairs.
Okay, thank you.
You make it to the room with the symbol. It's right next to the other room that Dalen had.
I unlock it.
Okay, and you're walking in. It's pretty
I
much
walk in.
mirrored to the other room.
Okay, so I'm gonna start like burning the herbs, lighting the incense, and like put the brazier in the middle. Like I start burning it there, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm gonna ritual cast. So I'm gonna take out the book with all the with all the drawings and everything, and what I'm going to do is just like put my hand on there, and as I do, the paint is going to start like coming off of the book, forming into a circle, like those symbols in Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
So like it starts pouring from the book and it starts forming that. Like I'm gonna be holding there 10 seconds, like just like chanting, and then I'm gonna cast Find Familiar.
And you see this orb start to appear and start to take shape, essentially. And you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait. And the Vingax comes into the inn as this is being accomplished. Ah, you're back.
Angax.
Here to my room. And then he's gonna go walk upstairs to the room.
Okay. Both of the doors are locked.
He's gonna bang on them both because I don't think he knows exactly which one Raylith has the key to.
So, Raylith, as you're waiting for this Find Familiar to take form, you hear a knock.
And I use Chill Touch to open the door.
The door creaks open with more of a cold appeal than anything else.
Crepid hand.
And you see Raylith kind of like knelt there by this ritual's cast circle.
Just like, and you see when you walk in, they're like, they have the cloak off of them, like the top, and you see all the tattoos just like pulsating, each individual colors. Close the door.
Whoa!
Just close the door. It's fine.
What do
Yeah,
you mean it's
closes
fine?
the
I
door
walked in
behind
on
him.
a seance.
So what you doing there? That looks pretty neat.
Just give
Watch
me
what your tattoos are all doing.
I'm trying to concentrate, please.
Oh, sorry. And then Vengos just goes and sits down on the nearest bed and just watches him.
And as you do that, Vingax, you both are able to watch this orb take shape, and it like poofs, and like a head appears, and it's like owlish, and then like bloop, and then like these two like cat ears appear on it, and then like blop, and then these like bird wing feathers kind of like come out on its like blah 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 4 legs, and then like a little wee tail kind of swoops out, and this little fur baby creature is all spectral in its appearance.
Oh, and you see as the paint like just comes back into the book, and I shut it. That's the first time I've ever done that. You are adorable.
What the hell is that?
What is this? I'm gonna pick up the what's again like the race called?
It's whatever creature freaking mask made that isn't the scary one. I'll repost it.
Okay.
That isn't the scary one.
Yeah, the one that looks like it eats your soul. I mean, it does eat
Alton.
souls.
Altons. I pick up that Alton, like basically put my arm down, let him climb up. And what's your name?
It's just like
Okay. Obi.
Obi. We just need a one Kenobi.
OBI. Nice to meet you. This is a familiar.
Okay. What is it though? Like I've never seen a creature like that.
Neither have I, but it's adorable. It's like a mixture between an owl and a cat.
What's that?
Yeah, that is what it looks like.
Raylith, manifest me one too.
Flock of Obies.
Oh my god.
You just hear a disturbance as Maliki's just squeeing with joy.
Oh my god.
They call it meowls.
Meow.
Owltons. They're owl kittens.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, meowls.
You can call them whatever you want, sure. But yeah. Obi. Okay. Cool. Grab the book, put the cloak back on, put it on my belt again. Okay. Oh. That was fun. Also, this is like this is the first time ever doing this, so I'm also fairly new to this. So I'm not entirely sure what I could do with over here. But we have a pet.
Another mouth to feed. But it doesn't actually eat. Dalen, did you ever make it back to the runner's spit?
Of course I did, with confidence.
Oh no.
Roll me a history check.
Vingax ain't ever been, but he made it the first try.
Vingax was confident.
What am I rolling?
History.
10. Feel called out.
So You feel like you get close to the tavern, but as you do, a hand reaches out towards you and clasps you, like by the forearm.
Wrist.
I was touching my hand. Sorry.
Oh.
You look back.
This older woman, human, looks up at you, and her eyes are like fogged over. She appears to be blind. Yes, you, boy. It is you.
It is me. What? Are you okay, man?
Me, I am fine. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Yes. Let's find some place for you to sit.
Oh, thank you. And you like help her to like a bench not too far from where you all are. I have seen you before.
You need anything? Beg my pardon, but you can see?
Not always, no. But I have seen you.
I'm afraid I cannot say the same, man.
Do you feel safe?
I don't feel in danger. Should I?
Yes, you should.
Is something happening? Is something going to happen?
It's already happened. It's happening.
He would look around for any signs of danger or chaos.
Aside from talking to this crazy old woman, everyone else that's passing by just seems to be like having their normal conversations or just going about their day as normal.
I don't see anything. Is it happening here? Can you take me to this danger?
You don't sense it.
I don't know. He would close his eyes and listen or something, see if he hears anything happening.
Okay, make a maybe insight check.
Great. That's a 5.
With advantage.
That's a 13.
Nice. You wait there a moment, trying to sense out anything. I don't sense anything.
And what is your name, ma'am? How do you know me?
My name? My name. My name.
My name is Dalen. Does that remind you of anything?
She like taps your forearm and like looks over at you. Dalen. Run. And in that moment, she shrieks out, and I need you to make a wisdom save.
Never trust the
30,
old
20.
ladies.
You have inspo or something, don't you?
I got dirty 20.
Yeah, you got 30,
Hopefully.
20. He should be fine.
Oh gosh.
Um,
I should have just helped her across the street and been on my way.
her visage changes, Dalen, and she goes all wispy in her presence, and her hair fully turns white, her skin pales, her clothing is reveiled by this like white tattered cloth, and she rises up and sends out this blood-curdling wail. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is 19.
Nice. You like manage to cover your ears enough as the wail shrieks out, and you look around. 1 person, 2 person, 10 people, 20 people, all instantly fall to the ground. Make a medicine check.
Oh, 16.
Nice. From how that wail was, and from how the others kind of responded in kind, you probably can gauge that this is a banshee, and those people that just fail are devoid of hit points in a way.
Oh boy. I would cast protection from evil and good.
Okay. And that protects you?
Nice one out. Yes. One willing
From-
creature, so I would touch myself. Aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Nice. And do they have to like make a check or anything if they?
Disadvantage on attack rolls. Can't be charmed, frightened, possessed. Yep. I think that's
Okay.
it.
And as this banshee creature wails into the sky, you see like a dark cloud start to approach Vagrant City, much quicker and much against the wind direction that everything else should be going. And as that cloud gets closer and closer and closer, that is where we're going to end it.
Yikes.
God damn it, Dalen. God damn it.
I just
I was indoors.
Yay!
I'm just trying to help people, you know?
I was helping the old lady across the street, and that bitch!
I love how, like, when Leia's gonna be like, what the fuck happened?
You would catch me without my chainmail on too, you jerk.
Oh.
It's gonna be so All
This
your
is why
stuff's
we don't
inside.
take off our armor
Yeah.
until like we go to bed.
And even then, we still sleep in like something. We will be
That's not how
back
this boy plays.
next week with another exciting episode of Dawn of Diademia.
Also, don't forget to check out the YouTube.
Oh yes.
Check it out. And pretty soon, hopefully, we're going to be able to get this on podcast services around the globe. So, you could just listen to it at work or something and not pull up YouTube.
I mean, or you could just pull up YouTube at work and be like,
Yeah. Or you could just be like me and like have your earphones in and a beanie on and just.
that's a mood. But yeah, we will be back next week with more fun and exciting things. And then be sure to hang out with us in a few hours as we pick up with the next episode of Dusk of Accordia. But we will catch you all on the flip side.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Everything's fine.
This is fun.